Hi, my name is Felix. We care about the future, both at home and at work. We want our children to grow up in an environment free from harmful and unnecessary chemicals. And we want a safe, healthy work environment too. When do ordinary people often come in contact with chemicals? Well, it's when we clean. And if you're a professional cleaner, it's all day long. In my family, we've been using said water for many years, and we are very happy with it. I'd love to tell you more about why it's such a great product. Said water is made of more than 99% plain water. Your first question might be, can this really work? Said water isn't used only by private individuals. It's also been used during hundreds of thousands work hours by skilled professional cleaners across the country. At universities, hotels, municipalities, and cleaning companies. But what does science say? We have asked the Swedish Testing and Research Institute, now called RISE, to evaluate its cleaning effectiveness. I spend half my waking hours at work with my colleagues. So of course it's really important that we have a great working environment and surfaces free from harmful chemicals. One of the best things with said water is that it doesn't contain any unnecessary chemicals. It's not only gentle on the environment, but also on your health. Being exposed to chemicals every day can have much larger consequences than you might think. Many people don't use gloves when cleaning. And what happens then? You spray the product onto your cloth and then you start cleaning. The product seeps through your cloth and ends up on your skin. And your skin, being your body's largest organ, constantly absorbs chemicals we come in contact with. And even if we use gloves, does that mean we avoid chemical exposure? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. When we spray a chemical, whether on the cloth or directly on a surface, it creates a mist of tiny droplets. And we inhale these droplets, whether we like it or not. With said water, you don't have to breathe in this chemical mist, a mist that stays in the air much longer than you might think. A big study shows that if you're a woman and a professional cleaner using traditional cleaning products, it's the equivalent of smoking half a pack of cigarettes every day, week after week. No wonder chemical fatigue is one of the most common reasons when it comes to sick leave among cleaners. This is a said water generator. This is where said water is produced. First, the water is filtrated several times, turning it into what's called ultra-pure water. Then we add one of these small bags, potassium carbonate, which is a food-grade product. After that, when we press on, it starts this electrolysis process into this cell that is the heart of the machine. This process is patented. What happens is that the water's pH level increases, giving it excellent cleaning properties. The water becomes grease dissolving and can be stored for several years. Afterwards, the water is filled into bottles, like these, or into jugs or barrels. If you have your own generator in your business, you can reuse all these bottles and containers over and over again. It's good for the environment and it saves a lot of money. We've come a long way since the 1960s, when the Swedish government encouraged us to dump plastic deep into lakes to create a more pleasant environment. Said water is incredibly versatile. You can clean with it, wash your dishes, and even do laundry. A good complement might be a product to remove lime and a disinfectant when you need to kill bacteria. Want to try said water yourself? Visit Städskolan, cleaning school, Well, you'll find tons of great tips on how to use it. In the kitchen, in the bathroom, and throughout your home. You deserve a home free from unnecessary chemicals and the best possible work environment. And lakes and waterways deserves to be free from harmful waste. And of course, our planet deserves to be free from unnecessary CO2 emissions and microplastics. This transition is critical for our future. So what are you waiting for? Grab a bottle of said water and try it out yourself. If you'd like to learn more, feel free to visit ptprofessional.se.